Move on now to the battle raging for the key town of Kobani. That's right along the Syrian-Turkish border. The U.S. now confirming there were 5 coalition airstrikes on ISIS targets around Kobani overnight. One anti-ISIS fighter telling CNN, I'm quoting now, finally they are hitting the right places. But just in the last few minutes, the Turkish Prime Minister has said that he believes Kobani is, quote, about to fall, and the casualties there are clearly mounting. Humanitarian groups telling CNN more than 400 people have been killed on both sides since the battle began in mid-September. The fear now is that an ISIS takeover could lead to a slaughter within this predominantly Kurdish city. ISIS wants the city because it would give them a clear path between the Turkish border and their self-declared capital of Raqqa in Syria. Coalition forces also conducted, by the way, several other airstrikes overnight as well as today. They were targeting ISIS positions in other parts of Syria as well as in northern Iraq. Phil Black has been following the fighting along the border. He reports now on the fighting he's seeing firsthand. Phil?
Wolf, as I speak to you, I can hear the sound of a fast-moving aircraft in the air. And on the horizon behind me, the hill to the south of Kobani, you can see a smoke cloud. It is this combination that we've been hearing and seeing in pretty quick succession over the course of the day. Aircraft overhead, big explosions on the perimeter of Kobani in almost each direction. The people, the fighters inside Kobani, are pretty confident that these are coalition airstrikes, and they believe that they are hitting key ISIS targets around that perimeter of the city. They're pretty happy about it. They believe it's making a difference. But inside the city, the fight is increasingly desperate. ISIS is advancing. It is intense street fighting as the Kurdish fighters go out of their way to resist them. We are told that there are heavy casualties on both sides, but those Kurdish fighters believe that they are still outnumbered and outgunned, with ISIS having more powerful and more advanced weaponry and equipment, including, for example, night vision equipment as well. So an increasingly desperate fight. Those Kurdish fighters, they say they're not without optimism. They believe they can hold on for a while longer than they think ISIS believes they can. It's their territory, their streets, they know it well. They believe that gives them a tactical advantage, but they believe they can't hold on indefinitely unless they get more of the sort of support we've been seeing around the city today. They want more coalition airstrikes. They believe that is pretty much the only thing that could potentially delay, perhaps even prevent the inevitable. ISIS taking control of the city. What they say would be then a massacre of the thousands of fighters and the few civilians who are still waiting behind. Wolf.